Hello, time travelers. Got some updates on the Nova. You may remember from previous videos that it got wrecked and I was working on it so I can get it to a mechanic. Well, good news on that. It's at a mechanic's shop now. This is my look of disapproval. On Friday, I had it towed to a mechanic. But, you know, mechanics wouldn't look at it because the fender was messed up, and body shops wouldn't look at it because the suspension was messed up. So I did two things. I pulled out the fender on a previous video. You can click the card if you want to see that. And then called around to a whole bunch of mechanics till I found somebody that was willing to touch it. Somebody who was basically willing to shut up and take my money. So I scheduled the tow truck to come and pick it up at 12:30 on Friday, and they call me at like 10:30. I'm like, we don't have a flatbed. And I'm like, it's a 1979 Nova. I'd have to drop the drive shaft. They're like, no, it's okay. We can pull it from the back. And I'm thinking in my head, it's a 1979 Nova. The steering column doesn't lock when you turn the car off. So you go around the corner and you'll shred my steering column. So I didn't argue with the guy. I was just like, it was in an accident. I need a flatbed. And he's like, okay, I'll tell them. So I don't get no call. No tow truck shows up. I have to call the insurance company and have them send out a different tow company. But those couple hours, I was waiting for the first guy. And I kept, sitting there working, teleworking. And I'm staring at the leaves bouncing around on the driveway, wondering where he's at. But, the second tow truck company, they came within a couple hours of me calling, which is cool. But I told that guy about the first guy, and he's like, yeah, if they didn't have a flatbed, they could put the wheels on dollies, the back wheels, that is. I'm like, I've never seen that before. That's interesting. But whatever. It was funny trying to tow my Nova up into the flatbed because the front tire was finally flat. And it was going burp, 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 burp. But he got it taken care of, and now the TARDIS is gone. It's at the mechanics, whatever's. And I've also been busy all freaking weekend because I've been upgrading my graphics cards in previous videos, you may have noticed, on my cryptocurrency mining machines, and it's making the watts go up. And I burnt out one of my power supplies, so I had to do this epic plan to buy a 1200 watt power supply to put it in my main mining rig and take the 1000 watt out of there and put it as the number one power supply in my second mining rig, and put a brand new Chinese weird mining power supply sitting on boxes below the shelf to power the other cards in there. That's what I was doing all weekend. Also, all day today, I've been messing around with a new mining software called Gminer, because the old mining software I used was called Claymore Phoenix Miner, and it had a remote manager thing that would automatically reboot your system if there were problems. But the miner software itself hasn't been updated since 2019. I was like, come on, guys, update your crap. But Gminer has been updated, and it's the one I had to do a bunch of research, try a bunch of different mining things. It's the only one that only do NVIDIA and AMD cards. So all day today, I was trying to develop my own little remote monitoring thing, and oh gosh, I'm exhausted. Hey, weren't you gonna mod the BIOS on this card so that you can mine crypto with it? Yeah, I was gonna do that in a future video. Go put that back. Oh, alright. I gotta mod that BIOS. Germany, that came in Friday. I haven't even been mining with it yet. Also, I have this graphics card that keeps wanting to run too hot. It's a Power Color Red Devil RX 5700 XT, and I found a video on YouTube how I could take it apart, completely apart, and replace the thermal paste and the thermal pads. So get subscribed if you want to see that, because that's going to be a video. I thought you were going to mine the BIOS on that card this weekend. No, I was, but I've been doing other stuff for the mining. Because it snowed, and it was extra cold. So your one power color wasn't overheating, so you could turn off a couple of your room fans so it wouldn't be super noisy while you're recording a video. Really? It snowed? Yeah, I've been staring out the window on and off, looking at the snow on the ground. Really? You've been staring out? It's hard to see. What's he doing? I don't think there's snow out there anymore. You're not pushing your head against the glass while you're staring out the window again, are you? No. Whatevs. And now this week's tech thing, which actually past me recorded. Thank you, future me. No, thank you, past me. Why do you do that? What? I bring you guys the tech thing so you can see interesting stuff that I'm working on. And maybe you'll be entertained, or maybe it'll give you an idea for something that you need in your life. And as always, the links and the descriptables. Maybe there was a better way to say descriptable. Well, whatever. This week's tech thing is the Skurica power strip with 4 USB outlets. You may be thinking, oh, just a surge protector, what's it? Hey. It took me a while to find this particular one to have the things that I needed. Check it out, you'll see. I geeked out on this. If you look at the back, you can see how much it outputs, but it's easier to read the manual. It says that the USB-A ports output 2.4 amps, and the USB-C port outputs 3 amps. That's actually fast charging. Because math. All USB outputs 5 volts. And because volts times amps equals watts, for the USB-A, it's 5 times 2.4, which equals 12 watts. And for the USB 3, it's 5 times 3, which equals 15 watts. See what I'm saying? Obviously, if you have 4 things plugged in at once, it's dividing that power up amongst them. But if you only have one device, you got fast charging. I actually got mine to help power my USB lights that I put on my green screen. The wall mount holes on the back made that possible. And for the build quality, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 because it's really sturdy, plastic, and the braided cable is gonna protect the cord and also help prevent it from getting snagged up and things. Accessories and features, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it's got 3 USB-A ports, a USB-C port. The 4 regular power outlets are evenly spaced with enough room to put wide power adapters. And for the final score, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because that is a lot of features for a really low price. So that's this week's tech thingy what's it. Back to future me for the rest of the video. Thank you, past me. Okay, bye. Thank you. We don't need to have these time travel conversations, you know. Go talk to other me or something. I'm done with the tech thing. Maybe other me will come back and talk to me some more. And now on to enjoy this random thing. This random thing is a random thing I found on English.com because that's where I went when I took a break after working on all that code today. It's a shirt that says, "Get ready for the judgment." It is probably to stimulate your 5 senses with the intense impact. Who knows what that was originally supposed to mean? Yeah. Who knows, man? It's so weird. Weirdness. And now, dad joke time. This dad joke comes from my dad. He actually sent me one this week. It's nice. And it says, "Your wife not buying enough coffee is no grounds for divorce." And I said, wow, with white eyes emoji con thingy. And he says, "Get it? No grounds?" I'm like, yeah, I got it. That's dark. Yes, it's the darkest one I've ever seen. Of course, I bet there's other dark ones. I'm gonna go back to staring out the window and alternating between that and looking at your graphics card that you're not mining with. That's awkward, right? Okay, I guess that's awkward. Whatever. All right, so check out some other videos. I'm gonna find something interesting for you to watch to put over there, and another interesting thing. So you can subscribe to my channel over there and check out my music channel here where I do my own soundtracks. So, thanks for watching. Bye. I hear noises. What is he doing?